Today's incident will wake up your soul. Look what the monkey did to the woman. The incident of the pious woman and the people of Allah. The words of the people of Allah. A noble and chaste woman had sex with a speechless, innocent talking monkey, and 4 people came to testify about what that monkey did to the woman. The people there were forced to repent, and they did such a thing under compulsion. I have made a decision which will send chills down your spine. I request that you watch this incident till the end to learn a good lesson. Come, let me tell you a shocking incident. It is about ancient times. There used to live a widow whose husband had passed away a few years back. She had a beautiful daughter for whose marriage the old lady was very worried. She had no means of earning. Her relatives refused to accept her daughter's hand in marriage because this poor old daughter would not give dowry to anyone. And why should we adopt the daughter of this poor old woman anyway? No one cares about the poor. The old woman's daughter was so beautiful that anyone who saw her would become crazy about her. And when she sat down to recite the Quran, flowers used to fall from her mouth. In the same area lived a Muzassada, a very noble man who used to help the poor. When he came to know about the old lady's young daughter, he found out that no one was willing for her hand in marriage, only because of the poor. Because of this, he sent a message to the old woman that he was ready to marry her daughter and he did not want any dowry. The old woman immediately agreed to this relation and sent her daughter with 2 clothes to the Sardar. After a few days, the old woman passed away. That Sardar had no one to support him and his wife was his only support. Now a long time had passed since their marriage, but the Sardar had no children. Sardar's health was also deteriorating due to the same grief. She was not well. He used to remain ill. Then the will of God was such that mountains of sorrow started falling on that pious girl. A day came when that Sardar also left this world and that woman was left alone. That woman was a Hafiz of the Quran and was strict about purdah. She used to follow the rules of the Holy Quran and remained busy in remembering Allah all the time. Her husband was a well-known leader in that area. The good name of that woman was also talked about everywhere. Everyone knew that the woman was the owner of very pure thoughts and was the wife of a good man. She was also a devotee of worship. People used to come from far away to seek blessings from that woman. Whatever problems those people had, that woman used to solve them, and that is why people used to respect her. Sometimes when her husband was around, no one blamed her or pointed a finger at her. Even the bad men could not look at her because the woman was very beautiful and young. Unfortunately, she had no children and no husband to support her. There was a shadow, meaning the husband was not there, and her parents were not present, nor did she have a brother. The beautiful widow used to live alone in her house. The woman knew that now she was alone. The shadow of her husband was not on her head. Now people are blaming her. They will also make her life miserable, and mountains of difficulties will fall upon her, but she had faith in the name of Allah. The biggest thing was that at the place where she used to live, there was a very rich man who gave money to that woman. When he saw her for the first time, he fell in love with her. While the girl had a husband, he never looked at her with bad intentions, nor did he have the courage and audacity to do so because she never stepped out of the house. But when the circumstances changed, he had to do some work. Due to this, she had to leave the house. It was her compulsion because she used to work hard and also used to pray to Allah. She used to keep fasts during the day and used to do long saida at night. She had a very soft heart and she used to help everybody, but now she had to walk very cautiously. Once it was raining heavily, there was a lot of mud in the streets and markets which had taken the shape of a swamp. A small baby monkey had fallen in the mud. The squad was moving. She quickly came to the little monkey whose leg was injured. The woman quickly took out the baby monkey from the swamp and brought it to her house. She quickly bathed and pampered it, cleaned all the mud around it, bandaged it, and kept it in her house. She had already decided that she would take care of it and would not let it go anywhere. She had fallen in love with a speechless animal who used to stay with her and never used to go to her prayer room. He used to just sway on hearing the recitation of the woman sitting far away. There was no happiness in the life of the widowed young woman, but now there was some happiness in her life. Whenever the woman started doing any work in her house, the monkey used to run and give things to the woman and also help her in her work. He started living with her like a child. No one had seen that monkey to date. From childhood till now, he used to stay inside and never came out. That monkey was now growing up and had become friendly with his mistress because she was a noble lady. The woman took great care of the monkey. The monkey never had any fear of any kind. She kept the monkey just for fun. He had raised him and was her companion in joys and sorrows. When the woman slept, the monkey would pamper her a lot. Sometimes he would remove lice from her, and sometimes he would caress her face. Life was now going on with patience and peace, but now he started feeling that some people were after her. What happened was that when she passed in front of that rich man outside the house, when that rich man saw the face of that beautiful woman, he fell in love with her and said, "I want this woman. She has a lot of wealth." There was no dearth of money. He could buy any woman whenever he wanted, and every woman used to follow him only for his money. But that woman was very decent and noble. One day that man sent a message to his employee to tell that woman to come and meet him. The woman said, "I do not meet any stranger." The servant gave this news to his master. He became furious and said, "To date, no woman has refused me or rejected my proposal. Who has so much money? There is a woman who refused my wish, and when I made the offer, she did not accept." The woman would have to meet him, but her men told her that their master is the richest man in the city. There is no one as rich as him. So she said, "I am not going to meet anyone. I don't know whether you are rich or noble or a nawab. You came from here, go back there." After hearing this, the rich man decided that he would go to that woman himself. Then, when he went in front of the woman and said, "Look at me, there is a lot, and I will measure you in money. I will give you everything you ask for. In fact, I will sacrifice myself at your feet. Just spend one night with me. You don't know that I have fallen in love with you ever since I have seen you. I want to have you." The woman said, "What is my relation with you? I don't even know you. And you say that I should have sex with you. Oh, if you want to do it and you are a decent man, then marry me." Then he said, "I cannot marry you because I do not know you. I also have 4 wives, and they will not want me to marry you. They are rich. They are the daughters of my parents, and I cannot do anything against them. And yes, I will give you everything but will not make you my wife." That woman said, "Are you not ashamed that I should not become your wife but want to make me your mistress? You go away from here and give me your wealth. She cannot affect me. Go and buy someone else." But that man was a devil. He had a lust inside him. He wanted to possess that woman just once for one night. That man did not want to make that woman his wife after getting her, but he wanted to use her. That day he thought that he should ask his men to pick her up. He sent some of his goons to her house. As soon as they broke the door and tried to pick her up, they felt as if someone had picked them up and thrown them away. It was some invisible power that was protecting that woman. Then the eyes of those men fell on a monkey who was sitting in the courtyard of the woman and crying. Tears were flowing from his eyes, and that speechless creature raised his hands for prayer. He was looking towards the sky, and trembling in fear, he came near his master. They came and said, "We don't know. That woman is dangerous. We cannot touch her. Someone picked us up and threw us, and we don't know what kind of magical monkey she has. Now we will not go there. Nor you can make us do this work. She is tired." He went there and said, "What should I do? This woman is not coming in my hands, and these people could not even lift a delicate woman. I don't know what kind of power they are talking about." Now that man hatched a conspiracy and called 3 more rich people present there to his side. I joined him and said, "Look, there lives a beautiful woman in that place. She is extremely beautiful and she does not have any children. I wanted to get her. She was not falling into my trap. I sent my men, and maybe she would come under their control. But this did not happen. Now you all meet me and we blame her because she refused me. Till date no woman has refused me. You will also see once, if that woman comes under your control, then all of us will divide it equally," meaning that they went together to that woman and tried to trap her in their net under some pretext. But that woman was pure, and she came to know that this man is a devil, and he wants to do evil to her. She did the same thing with all of them too. That is, she gave the same answer. Those people came to that rich man stumbling and said that he was right. "You said that woman is not going to be influenced by anyone, Reis, but I have to take revenge on her. Till date, no one has insulted me. Now together we will spoil the feelings of all the people present here. We will make them all fight against that woman. Everyone respects her a lot. Wait and see, we will make her a famous courtesan of this place." That woman had come to know about all the deeds of that man, but still, that noble woman kept avoiding all the crimes. That evil man had deceived all the rich and poor of that area. She also won over the people because she had a name and reputation. So, when she told a false story, everyone got angry. Everybody started harassing her. They stood at her door and taunted her. Stones were thrown at her house. She kept waiting patiently, but this time things just went too far. Everyone fell so low from their position that even humanity felt ashamed. They had already come to terms with each other, that is, they had become friends. They together made a false story famous in the whole city, that the woman makes her monkey do such a thing. Such a ridiculous and dirty thing is said about the woman. The allegation was that even the women of that locality started repenting openly, and said that then we said, why does this woman not get married? The monkey she has raised is now known to the people of the entire area because of her friendship, prayer, generosity, and good reputation. All those who respected him started pelting stones at him. He stopped leaving the house. His inside, which was meant only for his protection, no one had ever seen him. Tears rolled down his eyes. Even a speechless animal started crying in pain. The chaste woman was being accused in this manner, but those people were constantly accusing her. The woman's patience had reached its limit, and one day she prayed to Allah Ta'ala, "O Allah Rabbi Kareem, I have always been patient. I have been grateful to you. I have remained your prisoner. I have never disobeyed you, but please forgive me. What crime have I committed that my affair with a monkey is being reported? I did this as a matter of humanity. He is your creation, the one whom you gave birth to. I took pity on him and kept him in my house, raised him like my own children, and today I am being accused of committing adultery with him. Oh Allah, please forgive such a person. Send someone who can do true justice. Oh my God, get such testimony of my character that the whole world can see it." She kept on praying the entire night, and that speechless monkey sitting beside the woman was also praying with his hands raised. Then the power of Allah saved them. The prayer was accepted. Now the 4 mischievous men who had tried every possible way to humiliate the woman gathered the whole neighborhood and said that they had heard there is a Qazi here who makes the right decisions. Someone said, yes, here lives a great Allah who is a pious person and also does justice. Whatever problems people have, they all go to him only. So, the nobleman said, then he will listen to me also. Let's go and see what he has in store for us. We will decide. His 3 friends said, we say, take that woman along as well, but he said, no, first we will tell them the whole situation. Then whatever decision they take will be taken, and I hope the decision will be in our favor, and we will succeed in getting that woman out of the city. Now that same evening, those 4 evil men, along with the whole neighborhood, reached the court of Allah's Qazi and told the whole story. This woman is a fahit, and she has treated a speechless animal, let alone a man. She did not spare even the monkey, forget about humans. We want her to be thrown out of our neighborhood. She should be stoned, she should be tortured, she should be left bleeding. The only punishment for such a woman is stoning. Because of that woman, our daughters are being adversely affected by Allah, who is such a pious and beloved servant of Allah. He said, he is lying, there is something fishy. First, I will have to call the lady. I will have to meet her. He ordered one of his men to go and call that woman. The man of the task reached the lady and gave the message to the Qazi Allah of the time. The people are calling you. He is a man of knowledge, he has to take a very important decision. She asked, why am I being called? He said, I don't know. The time has called you, and no one can avoid his orders. You will have to come with me. The woman got ready and went to the court of Qazi along with that man. The man did not know this. Qazi Sahab called the woman to a different place and said, tell me, Bibi, that you have committed adultery, and that too with a monkey. The woman was in agony on hearing this. She woke up and said that such a cheap accusation was being made about her along with the monkey. She felt very sad and said, you are a pious servant of Allah, you know. You will know and do justice because Allah loves people who love justice. Qazi Sir understood that the woman she is telling the truth. Now she came back to the court and ordered to separate those 4. We will question each person separately, and then we will take the testimony of all 4 of them. First of all, you called that man who was the same rich man. You called him and asked him if the woman had committed adultery with the monkey, so you must have seen that monkey. The man said yes. Then he started saying that it is black. Allah said, okay, fine. Then the second man was called alone, and the same question was asked to him too. After thinking for a while, he said that it was surk, or deep red. The third one was called by the person of Allah. And he asked the woman whom you call Fasha, and say that she is Jani. Please tell me what color is that monkey? He said, if I do not recognize, then who else will recognize it? Its color is khaki, that is, it matches the color of the earth. Allah's Qazi called the last man as well and asked him the same question. The man said to Jat, I can recognize him even in the dark. I know his color very well, his color is white. Now when the Prophet, peace be upon him, presented that woman in the court, the man was surprised that when did she come, her monkey was also present with her, and the color of the monkey was neither white nor red nor black nor khaki. Rather, Allah had given him all the colors. That is, at some places he was red, in some places he was black, at some places he was khaki, and at some places he was white. The people of Allah got furious and said that if you people had told the truth and had not made false allegations, then you would have been punished. It is not given. He started saying, we are telling the truth. You should believe us. People believe us. But why don't you believe us? You too have daughters. Don't you know that because of those dirty things? What effect will it have on the children? That is why we are telling you with love that you are a Qazi. You pronounce decisions for everyone. Do justice to us too. Kill this woman immediately. Music, only Allah's creation knows better. But all of you. So you have testified in respect of that woman. Now there is a witness who has not testified in respect of that rich man, Tangier said with a smile. Well, which new man has been born to testify for that woman? We all are saying this together, and it is true. Allah said no. It is not a man or human, but an animal. The animal will testify for that woman. The people standing there were stunned and started asking Allah, can this animal speak? Have you gone mad? Have you ever heard that animals also speak? It seems this woman's spell has worked on you as well. How will this monkey speak? You said that the testimony of this monkey will be taken. You say that it cannot speak. Now see, it will speak by the order of Allah. You took the name of Allah and told that monkey that you have eaten the salt of your master. He picked you up from that place at that time. When you were stuck in the swamp, if she had not pulled you out from there, you would not have survived. You're concerned about that time because your animals are grateful to your master, and the humans here are more loyal than humans. You have become shameless, but you are obedient, so testify for your mistress. How pure this woman is. If she is guilty, then tell them in front of everyone. Now this news had spread like wildfire in other far-off villages, and people were coming from far-off places to see justice for that woman. They had gone by the order of Allah. The monkey started speaking and said, this woman is very pious. Allah has given her a very high status. She is an amazingly pious woman. Her solitude is also pure, and in solitude she does only and only worship. I was so impressed by her prayer, and now I too have started praying a lot. That woman supported me so much in difficult times. I cannot forget it in my entire life, and when this man insulted the honor of that chaste woman in the solitude of the night, when they used to come to tear apart the honor of this chaste woman, I used to cry and plead before Allah that, O pure Allah, please protect this woman and help me. Due to the effect of the prayers, God knows which power was there which was not allowing these people to cross the wall, so they were not successful in their evil work and blamed this pious woman. Allah decided that this pious woman, but there is an accusation, an allegation, and along with it a lie has been told, accusing a chaste woman of such a lowly thing, forcing people to hurt this woman. The person who did this is destined for hell. Allah will never forgive him. Now this is the final decision, that these four should be hanged. There is no forgiveness for them. All people of the city listen. All of you are gathered here, and you would have never seen this decision in your life, and this fear today. He testifies that these four should be hanged upside down in front of everyone, and then they should be stoned. Every person in the city will come together and stone them, and then they will be hanged in the public square and killed. All the people of the city were saying yes. Everybody wanted to do that noble work. The woman was crying bitterly. How Allah saved her. How He protected her honor. That monkey was also crying along with her. Now those four had not left yet. They said, O pious servant of Allah, forgive us for our sins. It's done. She is our sister. We said very bad things to her. Please forgive us. We will not say anything to her in future. The one who is Allah said, now your decision has been made, and the decision which is taken in this court is final. You will not be forgiven. You did not want to forgive this woman. They did very bad to them, and this is the punishment for any person who intentionally puts a cheap allegation on an oppressed person. Then all the people of that place together killed those men, and the rest of the people also repented, While standing there and in that city, peace and security were established. Dear friends, from this story we learnt that it is a very bad thing to accuse someone without thinking, and this thing is not liked even in the court of Allah Rabbul Izzat. How was today's lesson and an amazing incident for you all? I hope I like it very much. Majid must have come to hear such incidents. Please become a part of our family by subscribing to our channel. Thank you.